Hey, good evening, everybody. This is my very good friend Keith Dunn. He is a wonderful network engineer.
And this is Chuck Rogers, and he is a licensed professional counselor and a licensed marriage and family therapist.
And together we are Tabletop Coffee. And again, this week, taking a topic, tearing it apart, talking about how to do life, do it well.
Being bold and never, ever
Bitter.
Yeah, and this week, we're really tearing it apart. We're actually ripping pieces off.
That's right. Stay tuned. We'll talk about it. We'll show you how it's done. Recently, I was watching a video from Kris Vallotton about this topic, and I sent this topic to you.
Yes, you did, and I sat on it for about a week and a half.
And then you lost it and said, "Can you please send it again?"
Send it to me again.
And Kris was calling it the State of the Union address.
Yeah, and I had no idea what that was all about.
I know it. But it was a wonderful, wonderful topic talking about going from where you are to where you're going to be and how are you going to get there.
Yeah, and I was listening to it this morning at about 4 a.m. And I tell you what, I was blown away by this message. And I couldn't wait to see Chuck at coffee this morning and actually talk through it, because there were a couple of parts that just really hit me hard. And I was like, that's exactly where either I am or I have been in life. And I think all of us get to this point.
Yeah, let's read a little bit of it. He was talking about transition. And he said transition is going from one season to another. But he said really right now he wanted us to focus upon metamorphosis.
Yeah.
Changing us. Like a caterpillar is attached to the earth, it must endure the dark season of the cocoon in order to transition to the butterfly and be attached to the heavens.
And there's no better time to think about being in the darkness of a cocoon than some of the times that we've gone through over the past years. I mean, we've all been in places where we've just had to work through all kinds of things in a different way.
Yeah, everybody has a dark cocoon. Just depends on what your cocoon actually is.
That's right.
So he wanted us to make sure and be encouraged that you're in this dark season for a reason and that it does end and you do come out and you can do something else. You can stop being attached to the earth and be free to fly about the heavens. And then later on, this is the part that really grabbed you.
Oh, this is my favorite part.
He says, a culture of speaking to people's purpose and possibility versus their problem. And then he began to give this picture of a rocket ship. Right?
Yeah, of a rocket. He goes into this thing where, as a young man, a kid, he said he was like 12 years old, he remembered watching the Apollo rocket take off. And one of the things he talked about was, you've got this big rocket and it takes off and it's huge. This thing is huge. But as it makes its way up, there are sections to this rocket that are holding fuel, and it needs to get rid of that weight in order to propel forward and make its next goal. So if you kind of relate that to things in life, you've got things that you may be shooting for, but a lot of times we're sitting here and we're holding that weight.
Yeah.
And we really need to let go of things to get to those next goals.
Yeah, it can make it difficult or impossible to be able to reach those goals. So then Kris asks, what is your moon and what needs to fall off?
And that was so wonderful. Yeah.
I think everybody's moon is different.
It is.
Especially at different seasons. So it's whatever you're shooting for is your specific moon. And then what needs to fall away so that you can actually make it there?
Yeah. What do you need to let go of?
And he goes on to say this, there are things that got us here. We don't need them anymore, and they're holding us back.
That's right.
These things were once important to us, once vital to us. And so we learned to use them. We learned to use them well. But now, in this season, they're not needed and are actually hurting us as opposed to helping us.
Yeah, and the amazing thing when you think about the rocket, if it had not released all of those sections, I mean, I don't know how far it would have made it. It may have made it to the atmosphere, but it would have never come close to the moon.
Yeah. So what is your moon and what needs to fall away so that you can reach your moon. Put some comments down below. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, we're excited to hear because, we may use some of this content and put it in future videos because we really do think that this topic is so vast that we can expand into so many different areas.
Yeah. If you would, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell as well.
Yeah, so you're notified of upcoming videos.
Make sure to like it.
Yep, share it with your friends.
Thanks, everybody.
Until next time.
Okay.
That was good.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Except you're banging your cup on the table.
I know, I did bang my cup on the table once, but that's okay. It'll be fine.
Hey, you should do like little electric.
Yeah, I'll do something on that. It'll be good.
Point out Keith banging coffee on the table.
Forgive me about the coffee cup.
All right.